This is who I would want 1 through 6 if I was starting a football team. First, Bo. Going with Bo first, man.
Hell
Very
yeah.
accurate, coming out older, you know what I'm saying? Mature, winner, like Bo. Second,
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now entering the no lie zone, aka the no loss zone. RK here alongside Super Bowl 50 champion Aqib Talib. My guy, what's going on? How was your bye week?
it was great. It was great, man. A lot of good football going on this weekend, man. It was great, man. I couldn't complain at all, man. You know what I'm saying? Young Bull had a soccer tournament. They won some trophies, some first place medallions, you know what I'm saying? The high school advanced to another round of these playoffs, baby. We finna go see Odessa Permian on Friday.
Ooh.
And big nephew at UNC Charlotte got a sack versus Georgia, baby. Let's go.
Let's go,
Let's go.
man.
Get a sack versus Georgia, man. Let's go.
Let's go. All the Talibs are balling out. We love to see it.
Balling out, baby. Let's go.
We'll also
Thank you,
talk
man.
a little bit about Shedeur Sanders in a bit. That was exciting for sure.
Very.
And we'll get to a lot of stuff, but I want to start with kind of the way things shook out, how it works for the Broncos, and then we'll talk a little bit about this game coming up for the Broncos. But this was kind of like the debate of the weekend in Broncos country, which was who are you pulling for? What's better for the Broncos between the Chiefs and the Colts? And Aqib, I hope everyone's betting on what you keep saying is going to happen, because you said who you're rooting for doesn't matter. I think the Chiefs are going to go get it done, and they did.
Yeah. So I just feel like mentally we just got to prepare to see the Chiefs again. You know what I'm saying? If they lose a game or 2 games and don't make it, hey, get them out of our hair. We don't got to worry about them. Yeah. But just mentally, you know what I'm saying? Just got to prepare to see them boys again, man. That Chiefs team that just played this past weekend looked like the Chiefs team that we accustomed to seeing. You know what I'm saying? That defense giving all 3 and outs for the whole fourth quarter overtime. Every time they had to make a play, they made it. And Pat doing what he do, using his legs, making big-time throws. Andy Reid doing what he do. One thing he did in that game I thought was crucial. He took his points, RK. Everybody want to go for it on fourth and go for it. He took his points all day. Bucker 5 for 5. That came out to be very critical, you know what I'm saying? Just like scoring 2 touchdowns in a game, 15 points. So that was crucial by Big Red. He stuck with the run. Chiefs team looked good, man. So mentally, hey, I'm just preparing myself. If they lose, they lose. I'm preparing myself to see them boys again when it count. Got to go through them.
Yeah, and I kind of have a feeling that the Colts are going to fall off a little bit. Watching that game yesterday, like Daniel Jones was not looking like the quarterback that I saw against the Broncos when he was just insane in terms of tight window throws, third down throws, putting everything. So I don't know. It's going to get interesting here at the end. They got to run into the Texans 2 more times. Like, I don't think we got to worry about the Colts, to be completely honest.
Not for real.
One team that I think is really interesting right now is obviously the new 1 seed, as they have an extra game over the Broncos, and that's the Pats. What is your respect meter at right now as it relates to the New England Patriots?
Man, I respect the shit out the Patriots, man. That's a damn good football team, man. You can see the Mike Vrabel written all over that team. They just play so physical, so imposing on their opponent. You know what I'm saying? So I respect them a ton.
What do you think makes that Mike Vrabel, Josh McDaniels kind of combination special? What's working so well for them as someone who's been in that building before?
Well, they got something in common. You know what I'm saying? They both come from that damn winning ass Bill Belichick / Tom Brady tree. You know what I'm saying? It's if you had a chance to be in that building during that run, it rubbed off on you. You know what I'm saying? You know how to prepare. You know what it takes, period, man. So it's on both of them, man. I think they get that physicality, presence of the team, just like Bill teams used to have. They get that from Vrabel, and how they operate on offense, man, second to none. That's all Josh McDaniels. So he know what it takes to win in this league, man. He done won a lot of games in this league, and it's just a great duo, man. It's the common denominator, RK, to answer your question. Bill Belichick, man, he know how to win.
As someone who kind of like, first of all, I'm loving this because I grew up like with the Broncos and Patriots kind of duking it out at the top. The Colts were always involved too. This feels right to me. What was different about the two organizations when you played for them in terms of the Broncos and the Patriots?
It was very similar. They was very, very similar, man. It was straight ball. Everything revolved around football. Neither one of the coaches or the guys running the situation really worried about stuff that wasn't football. If they had to deal with it, they dealt with it. But for the most part, they kept it football, man. And the way they handle business, man. If it was a night game, we tried to practice at night, get our body on that clock. If it was a rainy game, they tried to wet the balls and get in that rainy atmosphere. If it was a hot ass game, we tried to get in that atmosphere. Just how they went about the week, you know what I'm saying, and prepare for the game was super similar with Bill and the coaches that I had in Denver. So it was more things similar than was different, to be honest.
All right, so Patriots down the stretch. They have the Giants next week on Monday Night Football. Then they host the Bills. They go to the Ravens, and then they finish with the Jets and Dolphins. So 5 games left. What do you think their record is in that stretch?
They're going to lose one, whether it be the Bills or the Ravens. Maybe they lose to the Bills and the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? I can see the Ravens popping them because the Ravens are back against the wall, can't lose no more. They in that mode right now. So that's going to be a tough-ass game in Baltimore. And same with the Bills. The Bills don't have too many games to lose before they lose. They ticket to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? And it's something about the NFL. When you got games to spare and you play against teams who don't, they usually the ones who come out scratching and clawing and fighting and want that thing a little bit more. So I know you fighting for a number 1 seed, but they fighting for their playoff life. And I'll say they come out 3-2 down the stretch, man. They lose them 2 games. They beat the Giants, beat the Jets, beat the Dolphins.
All right. That sets it up nicely for the Broncos to go out there and take this number 1 seed. As I was kind of sitting and watching the NFL around the league this week, I really felt like the Broncos' schedule was aging nicely. You look at some of the teams that we saw out there this weekend. The Cowboys, that win looked a lot better. The Texans win, I think that maybe aged the best out of any of those wins. The Chiefs win looks a little better after this week. I mean, the Jets had the Ravens kind of playing an ugly game, which I don't know if that one looks better. And then, over the course of the season, the Colts loss has looked better, although kind of evened out a little bit this week. I'm just curious, like, what your thoughts are on the way that this Broncos schedule and the way that kind of everyone for a while was saying, oh, they haven't beat anyone, and now that's kind of aging nicer.
Yeah, it's going to tell a great story by the end of this thing, because the Colts, they got to play the Texans twice, they got to play the Jags twice, and to be honest, that division is wide ass open. You know what I'm saying? The Jags could win that thing, or if the Texans keep playing the type of defense they playing, shit, they could win that thing. Then that looked like an amazing win, you know what I'm saying? In Houston, that's a great win. The Cowboys, man, they need a little help from maybe the Niners to lose a couple games, and they got to beat the Lions. They got to do some stuff, but how they looking right now, that win looked great, you know what I'm saying? So, like you said, man, you hit it on the head, man. It seemed one way when all those teams was around 500 or 1 game under 500. As the season goes on, man, you see who is who. You know what I'm saying? And some of these teams going to end up being pretty good teams.
I agree. Completely agree. So now the Broncos get the Commanders on Sunday Night Football. They've had 8 out of their last 9 days off, which kind of, I don't know, worries me a little bit, I guess. But they got to come back and kind of get ready for a big one on Sunday Night Football. That it sounds like Jayden Daniels isn't going to play, but the Commanders have to be crazy to put him out there against this team, right?
Nah, they won't put him out there. I seen the report that said he had practiced, but he's not looking like he's gonna play. But if you put him out here against this fresh Broncos team, you asking for trouble, man. You asking for trouble. So I doubt it. I think they'll let him just see how he's feeling, let him practice for a week, get past the best defense in the league, and then you let him maybe get back to it, depending on how he's feeling at practice. But he won't be out there. We'll see. We'll definitely see Mariota.
Yeah, I mean, you're 3-8. You got nothing to play for.
Exactly.
Do not
It's
put
not
your
playoff time. It's not do or die, right? So, man, let him chill. Let him chill this week.
They already did this to one quarterback in RG3 over there. They got to hopefully learn their lessons of putting these guys through the ringer so early in their career.
And I guarantee you that's on the back of their mind. Like, well, we rushed RG3 back. That didn't turn out well. His name is coming up with RG3. Is they the same type of guy? They don't want to rush him back, man. Even though it's an arm and a leg, two different injuries, you don't want to rush him back, man. So, like you said, there's no point. You're not winning a division. It's not playoff time. It's no point, man. Let him get all the way healthy. Let him feel real comfortable about fall, embracing himself, and all that good stuff. So,
all right. What's unfortunate about that is kind of when we saw this schedule come out, we were like, oh, like here's the big matchup. You know, Bo Nix versus Jayden Daniels. Obviously 1-2 in Rookie of the Year last year. A lot of Broncos fans were pointing out the fact that Bo had better stats over the last 13 games of the season. It was a fun little debate, and this was supposed to be the kind of like not settling factor, but the first chapter in maybe like a new little quarterback rivalry. We don't get that, but if we did, I feel like this would have been a topic this week, and I think it's a fun one regardless. So let's go back to the 2024 NFL Draft. There were 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round. Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, Drake May, Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, and Bo Nix.
mm-hmm.
If we were going to redraft these quarterbacks, Aqib, how would you see that draft shaking out?
Oh, man. It's tough. It's tough. If we going off winning games, and that's what I hang my hat on, then I'm taking Bo. He got the most wins out of y'all. He looked like he played the best in the fourth quarter out of everybody. He is the winner, in my opinion. He is the winner out the group, right?
Okay.
Simple as that. Maybe the best thrower out the group, shit, maybe Caleb Williams or Drake May. They kind of battling for it. Style of play. If I'm going off talent alone, shit, I may take Caleb Williams, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's an escape artist. It was kind of wild to me at first. All overthrows not very accurate, but you give him a run game, you give him a great plan on offense. You give him a run game, you give him a guy like Ben Johnson, and that Bears situation is starting to look solid. I'm not quite all the way on board yet, man, but I'm almost there, RK. I'm almost there, man. He definitely opened up my eyes, man. He looked a lot better than I thought he would be as a pro. And Ben Johnson definitely played a big part in giving him a plan, holding him to a high standard, and honing in all his abilities to be a pro quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So talent alone, I might go Caleb Williams like everybody else did. If I'm picking the winner, I'm going Bo. Drake May is definitely in there as well, man. He a great thrower of the football. He's a winner as well. He ain't winning as many games before his situation was the way it is, but I give him that. His situation wasn't as polished, as solid as it is this year. And you give him a solid situation, boom, that's the Drake May you get. So I feel like, man, you get any one of those 3 guys, man, you really can't go wrong if you got them in a solid situation like those 3 guys are in.
All right, so let's go through 1 through 6. You are a GM here, and you got to rank these guys 1 through 6 as
1
it stands
through
right
6, man. I'm starting a football team. This is who I would want, 1 through 6, if I was starting a football team. First, Bo. Going with Bo first, man.
Hell
Very
yeah.
accurate, coming out older, you know what I'm saying, mature winner like Bo. Second, man, might go Caleb. I got to go Caleb, man. The talent would have had him and Bo on my board. Like, man, which one of these guys do I want to take? You know what I'm saying? Just for maturity reasons, you know what I'm saying? I probably would have took Bo. Second, I'm going Caleb. Third, it'd be out of Jayden. It's out of Drake. If I'm watching college and they was coming out of college, man, I might go Jayden Daniels. I might go Jayden third.
But we have everything that's been done in the league now at our disposal.
All right. So we adding everything that they've done in the league. All right. So I'm GMing now as year 2. So third, I'm going Drake May. I'm taking Drake May third. Man, he a winner. He a great thrower of the football. He just looked the part, man. He looked like he supposed to be my starting quarterback, man. Fourth, Jayden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna have them injury issues. I know he gonna want to run the ball. I'm gonna try to put him in a great situation to use his runs only when he need them. I don't need him for the first 3 quarters, maybe 2 third downs in the first 3 quarters. I need him in the playoffs, in the chip, and in the fourth quarter of big games. And that's when I need you to run the ball. So I put him in a situation. I match him with a coordinator who gonna get that out of him. That's 4. Who we got left? JJ, Penix Jr., and who else?
That's it.
Just them 2. Fifth, I'm going Penix Jr. You know what I'm saying? It starts. They look good. They look bad. It's kind of like up and down.
Yeah.
It's always call it like really regular. You know what I'm saying? He also got the injury issues, man. But JJ got him too. And JJ just really struggling, plus the injury issues to me. I feel like his starts, look the worst out of all of them, you know what I'm saying? So I got to put JJ at 6.
That's very in line with the way I was looking at this. I think you could definitely make the case for Caleb Williams going number 1. I think there would be a lot of hand-wringing over where Drake May goes in relation to Bo Nix. I think we've had the luxury of seeing Bo and seeing his kind of clutch factor that most people just see the numbers and count him out. So I like the list. I do, but one of the reasons why I wanted to do this exercise is I think it's crazy that after Jayden Daniels did what he did last year, which was so impressive, that he's fallen down. But I think that sometimes we forget, like in the moment, that one of the concerns about Jayden Daniels coming out was, is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be able to stay healthy playing that style? And so then when he stays healthy his rookie year, everyone's like, oh, told you so.
He's great.
He's great. He's amazing. And then all of a sudden, year 2, it starts to kind of rear its ugly head. But this could end up being a really, really memorable quarterback class.
And it will be. It will be, man. I think in the long run, Caleb, Drake, Jayden, Bo, them 4 going to end up being the lead dogs in our league. You know what I'm saying? They going to get Jayden to stop all the running. You know what I'm saying? He probably going to see it himself. Like, all right, I got to keep myself healthy. Just use them amazing legs when you need to. And I think if he do that, man, he by far, he up there. So some of the older guys are getting older. They losing it a little bit. And these 4 guys, man, I promise you, they going to become a top 10 quarterbacks in our league, man, these 4. And it's going to happen soon with the situations that all of them are in.
It's great. It's just so great for the league that you can kind of you can already start to see kind of like the changing of the guard with Bo and Drake May. They're leading the AFC. Like, it's so cool. I don't know, like there's a chance that if those guys level up soon enough, we'll have more great quarterbacks in the league at once than I can remember there ever being.
Man, I feel like it's like that right now.
Yep.
It's almost, it used to be like 7 quarterbacks in the league who really could win the chip. That's how I used to feel. Then, as time went on, it turned to about 10. Shit. It's a ton of them right now, man. Especially if you say everybody healthy. Shit, man. It's damn near every team got a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Damn near every team got a quarterback right now. So, like I said, the league is as competitive as it's ever been right now. And that's because every team has a quarterback almost.
Speaking of teams that might have a quarterback, the Cleveland Browns.
Like another one.
They might have themselves a quarterback. Oh man, it was so fun just to see Shedeur back out there doing his thing, being himself yesterday. What was your reaction, Aqib, to watching him get out there and do his thing?
It was great, man. It was great, man. You can just see the confidence jumping off the screen, man. I think that confidence, that kind of confidence, is what you need from your starting quarterback. If he don't have that kind of confidence, you look in that huddle and you're like, oh, I don't even know if we can win this game. Or, oh, shit, we got to do too much on defense to win this game. When you see a guy who's super confident, you want to stand up, you want to watch like Myles Garrett was. That's the best. He the DMVP. 3rd and 8, he's standing up watching. Like, you know what I'm saying, guys sit down. When you're not on the field, typically the starters are sitting down resting. Myles Garrett standing up watching this shit, man. That's because the confidence that's jumping out of that huddle, he want to see what he going to do next. So I feel like first and foremost, that's what you need. That's what he got. Then he corrected his mistakes from last week, man. He didn't drift back all day in the pocket and try to start being college Superman and try to say he ain't do that this week. You know what I'm saying? When it got ugly, he found check down, boop, he got rid of the ball. He only got sacked one time all day. You know what I'm saying? That's Max Crosby and the guys. He only got sacked one time. I thought he was super accurate on those screens and those quick passes, man. That's half of those screens. You want him to be successful, then you got to put the ball where he can catch it and get upfield and go. You can't throw it a little bit behind him. If you're a half a second off on them screens, they typically don't work. If he threw that ball a little bit behind the little rookie 2-2, you see Max Crosby humming. He was one step behind. He would have made that tackle at 10 yards if there wasn't a dime to let him catch it and get straight upfield and get to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's hitting gems that you don't really account for. Say, bro, he threw a screen as a touchdown. Look where he put that damn ball at that helped him score. Also, I feel like he pushed the ball downfield. Super accurate, man. One of his times pushing the ball downfield was probably the best throw of the NFL season, counting all the quarterbacks. Like, if we had a top 5 throws of the season, I guarantee you that throw would be in there. On the run, 3rd down, the absolute dime, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that throw would be in there. He pushed another one downfield to Judy. That would have been a scoring drive. That would have turned to a scoring drive, you know what I'm saying? If Judy would have fumbled on it, that would have turned to a scoring drive. You know what I'm saying? That would have been another big 40, 45-yard pass or something. And when you get 45-yard passes on drives, they turn to touchdowns or they turn to points. So I liked it, man. I like from the half a game to a week worth of practice. That's how he looked this game. I love what I seen from Shedeur.
I agree on all points. And it is so weird how all perspective is lost when people start talking about Shedeur Sanders. Oh, it's just the Raiders. Oh, he didn't do this. He didn't do that.
Right.
You know, there are not enough passes down the. It's like, dude, this was this guy's first career start. And off his first career week of practice working with the ones, most quarterbacks, when you see them making their first career start, they've been working with the ones the whole entire offseason, or at least a large part of the offseason as they're trying to get these guys ready. No, he comes in there, he gets 1 week with the ones, he goes out there and does that, and people act like he's supposed to look, you know, like a seasoned vet already. They're grading him on a completely different scale than like we would be grading any quarterback for our own team if they're a rookie making their first start. You know, like we watched Bo Nix struggle really, really mightily for 4 weeks when he got here. And then finally figure it out. But people just lose all perspective when it comes to Shedeur and start talking about, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. That's just the very beginning. That is the baseline of what he can do.
And I feel like, man, even if, like, what did he do bad? He threw an interception that was a hell of a play by that linebacker. It was cover 3. He thought he was going to push through, curl flat. He pushed through, boom, he fell back. Treated Shedeur like a rookie, man. He did the oldest trick in the book. Let me go to curl flat, fall back. You know what I'm saying? So that was a great play by that linebacker. Besides that, I feel like, man, he played a safe Bo Nix type, Jalen Hurts type game, bro. I got a dog-ass defense. Why am I going to try to throw this? I probably could try to throw this dig. Nope, let me just check it down, be safe, let my defense go to work. We sacking the shit out their quarterback. I'm going to push it downfield a few times, try to make some plays. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? And when you got a defense like that, you don't have to be Superman, man. Everybody wanting to come out and be Superman. You don't have to be Superman when you got a defense like that. That's why Jalen Hurts don't come out and try to be Superman all the time, because he got a defense like that. That's why Bo don't come out and try to be Superman all the time, because he got a defense like that. So it's style of play. I love how he played that game. He was in full control of the game the entire game. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I even if you try to super critique it, it ain't nothing to really super critique. He ain't float back in the pocket. He got rid of the ball. He took his check downs. He pushed the ball downfield. He was super accurate when he did complete passes.
Yeah, I mean, in these moments, you want to see flashes from a young quarterback.
Yep.
And I thought we absolutely saw I mean, you mentioned it, the throw down the field to Isaiah Bond. He's got Max Crosby. He's got Tyree Wilson bearing down on him. He puts that like just perfectly in the bucket. It was just nice to see him make some plays that make you say like, oh yeah, that's an NFL quarterback out there. And I think a lot of us knew it, but those are really like validating things to see. And I think that he also very much took coaching well. You know, the big thing for Shedeur in college and even in the preseason and even in that game last week where he came in against the Ravens was trying to do too much, drifting back in the pocket, taking big sacks. And you saw yesterday, he was never even in a position to take one of those big sacks. The one sack that he took, he just, he's escaping the pocket and got chased down. It's just a very like normal sack. But I was impressed with his ability to take coaching and not find himself in those situations in that game.
Exactly. And sometimes you almost seen him finna do it. Like he'll look downfield, he don't see nothing. He'll start to get back like, oh, nah, I ain't doing that. Boop, find a check down and get it out. You know what I'm saying? So from one week to the next, man, I feel like he corrected the biggest mistake that he was making in the game. Man, hey, I'm looking forward to it, man. They probably supposed to win one of these games coming up. That's probably the Titans game. Out of the 6, I think they win. I think they go 3-3 down the stretch if he'd started for every game. They win 2 games they not supposed to win, and they win the one they supposed to win. 3-3 down the stretch would be fucking amazing for Shedeur.
It really would, and man, I would love to see that because that defense is unreal. I mean, I can't remember. That's definitely the most locked in I've ever been for a Browns game. I went to the local Browns bar down the street, was locked in with the Browns fans down there, but like that defense is unbelievable, man. It reminded me of watching the Broncos. Like they got a fucking great defense. You have to get to your third read like it's over.
Man, they got a great defense. They rushing the passer. I seen Big Graham from Michigan hit Stick Genty, bro. It might have been one of the hardest in-game hits I ever seen, RK. Like that young boy right there playing ball. They got the young linebacker playing ball, man. Hey, it's a good thing. Even Denzel been playing okay this year. He ain't really been giving up too much. Maybe like 2 touchdowns given up this year. Even he seemed like he was re-energized. He probably had his best game of the season. Like I'm telling you, man, just that belief that we could win this game. It's real, man. It cranked the defense up, and that's definitely a damn good defense.
I agree. I mean, we saw it here, a different situation, but when Tim Tebow came in for the Broncos and like had this crazy run of pulling off last minute wins, like you just saw. I mean, I remember Vaughn talking about it, just being like, yeah, when he's out there, like we're just turned up because we know we just got to give him a chance late in the game and he's going to go win it. It's a little different here, but I feel like it's true where a new kind of change of scenery, a new quarterback, someone who with that confidence can just give that defense hope to take it up a notch.
That's exactly what Shedeur did.
Quick, we mentioned a few other guys, but Myles Garrett, what an unbelievable player.
Man, he's going crazy. He in his prime, man. He is smack in the middle of his prime. And I love to see that. I love to see how guys like, oh, it's a young guy. Ooh, I want to see how he going to look in his prime. Like the max him. He unblockable, man. He running shit down. He running around double teams. He understand the game so good. He know when to chip. He know how to beat double teams. He just attack one guy. And then it kind of almost, defeats the purpose of the double team. So, hey, he got it right now, man. If he don't get the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, man, something is wrong. what I'm saying? I thought my dog from Houston was gonna get it.
Will
Bullock.
Anderson?
Nah, I thought Will too. I thought Bullock was gonna get it. He had the 2 picks on Thursday.
Yep.
He had the 2 picks, the forced fumble. I thought he was gonna get it. But shit. He still might get it, but man, hey, they done robbed Miles so many times, man, and he deserve it. It'll go good with his DMVP, man. He by far the DMVP. He got 5 sacks, 4 sacks, 3 sacks. Like, bro, he going crazy. So, hey, and then he liking what he see from his quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I bet you that was the best part of Shedeur Day is watching Miles Garrett. Like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just cheer for him and be surprised. Like, yeah, like he got that out of Miles Garrett. I bet you that was the best part of his day, man.
Absolutely. Did you see the post-game speech from Kevin Stefanski?
Hey, how about that road win? Stayed resilient together like I told you we needed to, right? Stay resilient together, and we fought together. How about Gage's big punt return on special teams? How about Corey? Every single time you're out there pinning those guys doing your job. Great call. Offense wasn't perfect. How about that big play by Sam at the end? IB, huge play. Q, huge play. Harold making a big play. And then another rookie making his first start. Nice job, Shedeur. Well done. There's that old saying, save the best for last. How about that fucking defensive performance? Yeah. Holy is what I have to say about that. 10 sacks by our defense. 10 sacks. Okay? I got 1 ball in my hand. Okay, I got a guy, he's got to get a cold every week. Okay, he had a cold this week. Wasn't feeling himself. 3 sacks, which gives him 18 on the season through 11 games, which breaks his own Browns record. Myles Garrett. Come on, man. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow. Hey, I'll see you Wednesday!
I did.
What do you think of that?
When I seen it, they showed it and they kind of showed Dillion Gabriel's first win too. And he kind of ain't give Dillion much credit neither on his first win, even though they was totally different type of wins. You know what I'm saying? But man, I feel like if I had that kind of hype, like if he could feel the energy, if Myles Garrett could feel the energy, if we could feel the energy, Stefanski could feel the shit too. You know what I'm saying? I would just pub him up a little bit more, man. I would be trying to save my job. I would have just pubbed him, even if I ain't give him a game ball. I would have just pubbed it up a little bit more, man. We got a guy who prepared 1 week to prepare. Came out, looked like a damn vet, man. He was poised. He was confident, man. He won convincingly. You know what I'm saying? I would have pubbed him up. I would have did more than we got another rookie. First of all, he addressed him like 4th or 5th. We got another rookie making his first start. Hell of a game, Shedeur. Like, that's it. That's all he got in the locker room, bro. Like, man, I'm just not with that, bro. It's something fishy going on with that situation, RK. I don't like it at all. And I remember when JJ won his game, and who the Vikings coach? Who's the Vikings? What's his name?
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell, man. You would think JJ won a fucking Super Bowl. How he showed him love, how he bigged him up. Man, that stuff do something to your head. It leads to more confidence and more confidence. That was not the case with Stefanski. Shedeur probably was standing in the back like, damn, he be hating on me, bro. Damn, why is he always hating on me, bro? I guarantee you he didn't have positive thoughts when Coach gave him that great job, Shedeur. Like, it's bullshit to me, man. So I ultimately think that's what's going to come to him losing his job. You should have had him in there, and you act like you don't want him to be in there, and he a good player. So with that being said, I think that's what's going to make Stefanski lose his damn job.
Yeah, like I saw people pointing out too that he didn't do it for Dillion Gabriel. I hate it on both accounts. Like,
right, exactly.
You got a young quarterback in there, regardless of which one it is. You got to hype those guys up, show them some love, make them feel like they're a part of this.
Exactly.
It felt like Stefanski was kind of just like, great, like our defense is incredible, best defense in the league, whatever. Yeah, and like whatever you guys did on the offense, like that's fine too.
Right.
And it's just
Great
like,
job.
man,
Great job, Shedeur, just managing. Great. Like
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a weird situation. I hate that Shedeur have to go through it because he the one who got to go through it. If I'm outside looking in, I feel like it's weird. Shit, imagine how he got to do when he want to get these. Hey, coach, I can get an extra meeting in with you. I want to come. Like I just imagine how those meetings are. Like, like you feel me? He's being a real pro. Shedeur's being a real pro, man. Dealing with it, man. He don't even like us to talk about it and make people uncomfortable. But hey. This our job, RK. Hey, I see it. This is a no-lie zone. We see it. We gonna say this shit, man. So, hey, it's hella weird. Look hella weird from my view, man. I hate he got to go through it.
It's just so much. Confidence is so important for these guys, and I feel like I would just be doing anything I could to pour some confidence in them. The last thing I have here is just that Shedeur's been already announced the starter for next week, and Dillion Gabriel is clear from concussion protocol. So, to me, this tells me something that we've been saying for months.
Right.
Is all it took was Shedeur to get an equal opportunity as to Dillion Gabriel, and it took him 1 week to move up the depth chart above him.
That's it, man. It took 1 week, and I'm glad he named it. I probably, to be honest, I don't even think it was his decision. I think it probably came from upstairs. Like, hey, name Shedeur the damn starter this week. He's starting again, man. Yeah. I feel like it came from upstairs somewhere. But, like, even to that point, after the game, right, Dillion lose a game. He played bad, 2 or 3 games. Is Dillion still your starter? Yes, he's still my starter. He's still my starter. He don't got no problem answering the question, right? When Shedeur win a game and play good, is Shedeur going to be your starter? I don't want to talk about that right now. Like, I don't want to address that right now. Let me just enjoy this win. But when you lose a game and the quarterback play bad, then you okay talking about that. I don't really get that, man. It's just feed into the weirdness, RK. You know what I'm saying? It's just feed into the weirdness, man. But hey, he just started this week, man. It's his second week preparing, and then now it's versus a good team. And I'm looking forward to see how he show up with that confidence and how he battle against a playoff team.
Completely agree. It's another opportunity for him to go out there and do his thing, and I'm looking forward to it. Before we move on to the voicemails, the Dear Aqib segment, I do have one random thing that I just wanted to get your opinion on. What in the world is going on with people spitting on each other? It started with Jalen Carter. Then we had Jamar Chase. You got 2 guys from Colorado State University get suspended for doing it this week. What the hell is going on?
It's like a spitting pandemic. I don't know what the hell is in the air, RK, but we seen spitting before. But usually you see it like one time a season. All this guy spit on this guy, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. Like, it's a pandemic right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but the spitting is crazy, bro. It got to be a record. This got to be a record of how many guys done spit on somebody and made Sports Center this year. Like, it's just crazy, man. So I couldn't answer it, man. It's nuts. It's disrespectful. It needs to stop.
The craziest part to me is that not one time has this turned into like a brawl, because I feel like it's like someone spitting on you has to be the ultimate form of disrespect. Like, I kind of have to give the guys who got spat on some credit for keeping their composure, letting the other guy get tossed. But my God, I cannot believe that hasn't turned into a full-on brawl.
So subtle, like when it happened to Dak. Dak was like, "What the fuck did he just like? He spit on me, bro." Like, it's so surprising when it happened. But you're right, man. It's hella disrespectful, man. And the situations all of them could be a lot worse. Like, the whole O-line could have attacked Jalen Carter and, you know what I'm saying, made it worse than what it was, man. If the whole Steelers defense could have attacked Jamar and made it worse than what it was. So I'm glad no brawls broke out, man. But hey, I'm going to be highly disrespected if somebody spit on me, man. That's crazy.
All right, let's jump into everyone's favorite segment. It's called Dear Aqib, even though I did kind of want to rebrand the segment to something called dog shit advice, because our best advice ever was about dog shit. But we'll keep it here. We'll keep it the way we have it, and get these rolling. So we've got a few this week. Looking forward to what we have to hear from our listeners. Go ahead, Emma.
I've got a little quandary here. My son is 7 years old. He's really starting to learn the ins and outs of what it is to be a Broncos fan. And he keeps asking me the question, who he should dislike more, the Raiders or the Chiefs. For the longest time, it was the Raiders for me, but I'm pretty sure it's the Chiefs. But I wanna hear you weigh in on this. Who should he dislike more, the Raiders or the Chiefs?
We always going to dislike all of them. You know what I'm saying? But for him, you always want to dislike the more relevant team more. You know what I'm saying? Because those going to be the bigger games, playoff games, potential playoff games, number one seed type games. So tell them to dislike the Chiefs more. You know what I'm saying? Them are our ops right now, man. Those are our rivals right now because we both good. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders, we going to beat the shit out of them. The Chiefs going to beat the shit out of them. They just not really that relevant right now. You know what I'm saying? The more relevant they get, the more we'll start hating them. But for a young guy like that, hate the Chiefs right now.
Couldn't agree more. You gotta let it happen naturally. If you try to tell him right now that he's got to hate the Raiders more than the Chiefs, that's just not going to make any sense to him. So yeah, you go with the Chiefs, but as I've learned throughout my life, it kind of goes back and forth. It never gets to the Chargers because they're always irrelevant, but
right.
It goes back and forth from the Raiders and the Chiefs.
Right. They'll be good again. The Raiders will be good again. Then he'll naturally start hating them as well. But it'll be great for him to hate the Chiefs because they're gonna have some big games coming up for now and the years to come.
Facts. All right, what do we got next?
A really big dilemma I've been having the past few years. So I'm 29. I have no kids, and I have a good business career. So I'm just wondering, what's the best way to meet women, single women, successful, healthy women with no kids? Seems like every woman in her 20s has at least one kid, most of them multiple. But yeah, maybe I should just move to Denver or Springs. But yeah, it's just a big problem I've been having the past couple of years.
Oh man, you know, leave out of business. Now you see, I'm married. I ain't in the meeting women business no more. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, man, hey, travel a little bit, man. Just go travel. Usually single women like to travel. They like to go to resorts. You'll find them there, you know what I'm saying? Go out, you know what I'm saying? Have a drink. Usually the women out there, some of them got kids, some of them single. But hey, you can't let kids deter you from your dreams nowadays, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women had kids now, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with being a stepdad. If your calling is to meet a woman with a nice young man and you teach him how to be a man, then that's a great deed that you do, and God will bless you for that, man. So don't let a woman with a son or a daughter, you know what I'm saying, make you not want that situation. You might love that situation. You might love that kid more than your own someday.
That's exactly where I was going with this, Aqib. If you find the right person, you will not care that they have kids, and you will learn to love their kids. And I'm lucky because my stepdad kind of took me under his wing when I was young, and I needed a father figure in my life, and I'm forever grateful to him for that. And he's someone who never wanted kids, but he met my mom and you know, fell in love, and then, you know, ended up being a father figure for me and my sister. So it's a pretty cool thing that I think if you end up having that experience, you'll end up being very, very grateful for it. So don't let kids deter you. You might not realize that you have another calling in life.
Exactly.
All right, last one here.
RK, I don't know if you had any kids or not, but Aqib mentioned from time to time he has some, so this may be mostly for him, but I'm open to all input. I'm about to have a baby girl, right? Her name is Aubrey, and I'm excited to be a dad, but there's a lot of things I'm not so sure about. Just my first kid, you don't know what you don't know. My question is, what advice can you give to a new dad? And I have a second question real quick. My wife and I are going to our first Broncos game against the Commanders. I'm just wondering what jersey I should wear. I got the blue Nick Bonito. I got that throwback Sertan. I got the home Knicks, the orange. And then I got the blue to Mary Thomas, rest in peace. And a white Peyton Manning. And what advice do you have for people going to their
Nice.
first game?
Well, first of all, gotta wear the Pat, baby. Pat back. He back, right? Right, RK? Right, RK? RK, can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
He back, right?
I lost you first. I lost you for a second. Sorry.
You can hear me though?
Yeah, you can start over if you want.
All right. Well, first of all, you gotta wear the Pat, man. Pat returning this week. I know when I come on Monday, I'm wearing the Pat, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pat. My dog back, man. Hey, the defense back cranked up to 100%. So, hey, wear the Pat jersey. Advice for a game, man, just have fun, man. You can sit back and enjoy this one. It's going to be a great fucking game. Hey, just have you a brew or two and enjoy, man. But as far as being a new parent, especially a girl dad, I'm a girl dad. Rule number 1, don't be too strict. If you try to be too strict with a girl, she just gonna sneak and do everything. She ain't gonna trust you. She ain't gonna tell you shit. You know what I'm saying? Be her friend. Let her have some privacy. And then you will notice that she come to you for stuff. You know what I'm saying? She come to you and ask you advice for stuff. She tell you about the dudes that she talking to. She wants your opinion on them. And the other thing is, she's gonna date you in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You gonna create the kind of dude that she like. You know what I'm saying? If you always yelling at your wife and you're doing it, that's what kind of guy she gonna have. You know what I'm saying? If you nice to your wife, and if that's what she see, that's what she gonna want, that's what she's gonna date. You know what I'm saying? So just know that she's always watching and give her a nice little leash, man, because it'll pull her closer.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was very well done. I can't touch on that, but I will touch on first game. First game, I would say get there early. As I've gone to so many games now, I've lost the desire to get there early, and I always end up regretting it. I'm always like running into the stadium, like trying to grab a beer 2 minutes before kickoff. And back when I was a kid, man, I used to just like beg my parents to get in the stadium like the moment the doors open, because you just get to see so much more. It's a much more like I guess comprehensive experience.
Yeah.
Yes. You get to see like those wide receivers doing crazy one-handed catches in the end zone, just stuff that you don't get to see when you watch the game on TV. So get there nice and early, give yourself time to settle in and get a good look at things.
For sure.
All right. That is going to wrap it up for us this week on the No Lie Zone. A little bit of a shorter episode because we didn't have a Broncos game to talk about. No problem with that, though, because we will be back next week with a Broncos game to talk about. We're looking forward to that. And also, we'll see what Shedeur does in his second start. Aqib, appreciate you as always. We'll see you next week.
For sure. Pat, let's go, baby. Pat back, man. Let's crank this D up, man. Get some turnovers, man. Next wave of our defense, we got to start getting a few more turnovers.